All right, everybody, welcome to Grandstand. San Clemente, California is the third and final destination for Major League Pickleball. You are about to watch the second quarterfinal match in the Challenger League. Michelle McMahon, Chad Edwards here with you, bringing you the call. Miami Pickleball Club won the coin toss to the Chicago Slice, and so they opted to react, which is something we've seen a lot of with 4 choices at the coin toss. So in that, Chicago chose to put their women's doubles team out first. Susanna Barr and Emily Ackerman on the near side of your screen, squaring off against Regina Goldberg and her partner, Alex Trong. A lot on the line here for the Chicago Slice. Miami Pickleball Club looking to put an end to the dreams of a super final for the Chicago Slice. Susanna Barr big in the middle already. So Chad, set up the context for us. What does this match mean? Obviously, with the tournament, winner of this one gets the Bay Area Breakers in the semis, but up to this point.
Ooh, just catching that. Yeah, in regards to Monday and the super final, Bay Area Breakers have already secured their spot. Chicago Slice needs to win here to be able to secure theirs. If they happen to lose and Dallas Pickleball Club goes on and wins, nice exchange. Yeah, if Dallas Pickleball Club goes ahead and wins here in San Clemente, they will secure their spot on Monday. But if they fall short, Chicago will go through.
Just back for Regina Goldberg. Down the middle for Susanna Barr. That's twice now she's reached in and finished the point.
Yeah, that ball floated just a little bit there for Goldberg. Barr able to split the middle. Yeah, Ackerman a little undecisive there whether she was going to let that ball go or try to hit it. Got a big backswing.
Just back for Goldberg. Wind starting to pick up a bit here on Grandstand. Chicago creating a 4-point lead on their side. Rally scoring games to 21, win by 2. First team that gets to 20 hits the freeze first.
Caught the net cord a couple of times here, just falling short. Those balls are getting a little too close to the body and a little too far behind her. Needs to take that ball just a fraction early.
Barr had it in the middle, just catches the top of the tape.
Yeah, good setup there from Ackerman, going crossbody as she was pulled out wide. Barr tried to come across, but they got a little jammed up.
Just wide, a good battle though, and some good defense from Miami.
Seven, five.
What'd you like about that point?
Yeah, I mean, right now Miami is on the defense, but they're working their way back into the points. Trong, a nice brush on that ball, able to keep it in the back. Better finish there from Ackerman.
Big finish for Emily Ackerman down the middle. Chicago maintains their control of this game.
Yeah, Trong looked like she thought that ball was going to go out, moved to it a little slower, got behind her, ended up popping it up.
Alex Trong putting the pressure on her side.
7-9.
Another middle find for Ackerman and Barr. A couple of times now we've seen that shot.
Yeah, you'll see Trong is setting up like to protect that line, and Ackerman going cross court, finding that middle.
Patient point for Barr and Ackerman, the first team to 11. Miami in trouble on their side at the moment. Barr and Ackerman have been taking control. In what ways are they applying the pressure?
Yeah, I mean, they're putting the pressure on Goldberg and Trong just by moving that ball around up at the kitchen line, but they're also taking the opportunities to speed it up. Right now, Trong and Goldberg they're just not doing enough with the balls that they're getting. They're kind of staying in these dead dink rallies where it's going straight back to Barr or Ackerman. They need to start pulling out a little bit wider, opening up that middle.
Susanna Barr, the server originally from Southern California, attended DePaul University, playing tennis and a lot of volleyball in her background. You can see it with her resets and her athleticism.
11-7.
Yeah, excellent drive there by Ackerman. Good shape. Gets underneath that ball, rips it hard through.
Set and a leave for Emily Ackerman.
Yeah, I like that from Trong. She's trying to be aggressive there.
15-7.
Some big names in the ownership group for the Chicago Slice. Long for Susanna Barr, but how about this, Chad? Heidi Klum, Tom Ricketts, Lindsay Davenport, Chris Everett, Tracy Austin, to name a few. The Chicago Slice, no doubt a happy ownership group, especially with a chance here to clinch that super final on Monday night, as you mentioned.
Yeah, you're looking at an ownership group there that's heavy with big tennis names. timeout here from Miami.
Miami has some big tennis names as well. Naomi Osaka, Nick Kyrgios, and they got NFL's Patrick Mahomes, amongst several others. And that's one of the great things about Major League Pickleball is the notoriety they've created with the ownership groups, with the team dynamic, and now with the Challenger League progressing and the minor league pickleball circuit picking up. We're only just beginning here with some of these young and up-and-coming names.
Yeah, only just beginning, and like we talked about last night, every match is so important coming through here, especially at stop 3 here in season 1, because we're getting really close to that switch where the challenger teams or team owners become the premier teams.
Ackerman goes into the net. Franco putting the pressure on.
9-15.
Big finish for Emily Ackerman. Some irony in this matchup too. Emily Ackerman credits Wes Burrows on the opposing side for Miami for getting her involved in the sport at the pro level. Wow, what a find. Was that good? Nope, that was wide.
Just wide.
17-9. Side out, right, 10.
Yeah, so after the end change and that timeout, Miami certainly coming out and being a lot more aggressive, trying to change the pace of play here, put a little bit more pressure on Chicago.
Big backhand swing and finish down the middle for Emily Ackerman.
Yeah, excellent job from Ackerman. You'll see her slide to the right, clear that backhand.
Sporting the LA Dodgers hat, Ackerman, big Dodgers fan. Back that time for Alex Trong, and the slice within closing distance of this opening game.
Yeah, Trong just trying to do a little too much with that ball. When you're in this under pressure here, you can't try to force the issue too much. We saw Ackerman get a little excited there, takes a ball from below the net with a big swing.
Precious points on the line for both teams. Chicago Slice currently second in the Challenger League in terms of total event points. And a good find, taking some pace off, and the finesse touch of Ackerman.
20-11.
Deep backhand spot on the dink, usually a good place to go. Chicago Slice on the freeze. Remember, they hit 21st, so they have to win on their serve. Traditional scoring continues on their side. Meanwhile, Miami can continue to rack up points in rally scoring.
20.
We saw last night how the tide can change no matter how big the lead is when you get to 20. That is one of the nuances of Major League Pickleball.
Yeah, 20 to 9.
Aces can tell you something about
swing
that.
Last night. Ooh, Bar getting a little too big there. So a couple of errors by Ackerman. That ball there from Bar.
20.
Miami keep chipping away. Goldberg wants that one back. A little bit of hesitation moving forward on that one.
20-14.
Just back, and Miami trailing by just 5 now.
15-20.
Make it 4.
Okay. When do we call a timeout here on the side of the Chicago Slice?
The slice coming.
I mean, if they give up one more here, I think it's timeout time.
Yours. You. Go. Yours. Yeah.
There's Emily Ackerman, finding the feet of Alex Strong, and another chance. Game point on the serve of Emily Ackerman, a chance to close game one here. She finds the baseline, takes game one, despite a little bit of a late push for Miami. What a shot.
Yeah, perfect two-hand backhand drive there from Ackerman. Heavy on the left hand, creates that spin. Good start for the Chicago Slice.
So now we will progress on to men's doubles. And for Chicago Slice, a little bit of pressure off Ryler DeHart and Connor Garnett, who are there, two players. Wes Burrows on the left-hand side of your screen. His partner, Brendan Long, will take the court for Miami.
Yeah, I think this matchup's going to come down to DeHart and Long. DeHart plays extremely well when he's aggressive. He can step in and drive. Garnett is continually improving on the doubles side.
And we will be right back with first serve for game two of this men's doubles game. Back on grandstand here, getting you set for this men's doubles matchup. Chad, what's the X factor for you on both sides of what gives in this one?
Yeah, I think, I was talking a little bit before the break here. I think the X factors for each team, DeHart for the Slice. Got to look for him to be aggressive in the middle, step in, put some pressure on with that drive. And then from Miami, it's going to be Brendan Long. Really dangerous with the amount of power that he has. And if he catches fire, difficult to slow down. However, if he tries to do a little too much, he is prone to sailing some of those balls. Burrows and Garnett playing that consistent role. Garnett continuing to improve in his doubles game. He's already proved himself on the singles side.
Yeah, he recently got a silver medal right here in San Clemente last weekend, dropping the gold medal match to Tyson McGuffin. Connor Garnett, his stock is rising. Could be a player that gets some looks for the premier level, wouldn't you say?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. And we talked about it a little bit last night with the Dream Breakers. You know, those established singles players are starting to get more of a look because that Dream Breaker is becoming so predominant in this rally scoring format.
And Wes Burrows, who's on the side for Miami, he was placed on waivers from the Arizona Drive, then picked up by Miami. That seems to be a fruitful choice for them so far.
Yeah, it was a good pickup there for Miami. And actually, Arizona Drive didn't have too good of a showing in Mesa and Daytona, but they're in the other quarterfinal over on Championship Court.
Big backhand attack from Connor Garnett.
Yeah, Garnett's really strong on that backhand side. Really rips that two-hand backhand. Good power and spin there from Long.
1-1.
Down the middle for Brendan Long. Big backhand.
Yeah, not a bad speed up there from DeHart, trying to get Long out of position, but Long doing an excellent job stepping back out, establishing both feet.
Into the net for Garnett. Miami taking an early 2-point lead.
3-1.
Another strong two-hand backhand roll there from Connor Garnett.
2, 3.
Ooh, missed chance for West Burrows.
Yeah, good step over there from Burrows. Long went for the Ernie. Burrows stepping over, catches this last forehand just a little too late. Didn't clear his body enough.
Into that for Ryler DeHart. And if you're just joining us, the Chicago Slice, if they win this quarterfinal match, they also clinch their spot in Monday's Super Season Finale, Monday night. A lot more prize money on the line for these players. And a shot to get to the premier level.
5, 3.
Brendan Long reaches in, pulls the trigger down the middle.
And that's where he's so strong, does an excellent job of reaching in, quick acceleration on that roll. Good ball there from DeHart, catching Burrows still on the run through that transition area.
4, 6.
Into the net for Ryler DeHart.
Burrows and Long fighting over that middle ball.
7, 4.
And Burrows just turned to his bench and asked if that ball was potentially going to go long.
5, 7. Great return, Long.
Big return from Brendan Long.
8, 5.
Wow, what a point. The pressure fully applied from Miami.
Yeah, one too many speed ups there for Garnett on that backhand side. Ball stayed lower than he anticipated.
Tough to put those overheads away, and that will do it. Chicago takes back the point and serve.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more where if we're trying to hit those overheads through the court, they're coming back.
Long for Garnett.
Good adjustment off of the net cord there for Garnett, and good defense from Burrows.
Big backhand punch from West Burrows. Miami jumps out to a 5-point lead, the first team to 11. We will change ends. West Burrows has been a difference maker in this one.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job with those attacks. He's getting attacked a little bit elevated. He's going up on those tippy toes, getting above the ball, able to counter attack it back down. And then Long's taking some nice chances with those speed ups. I think for Garnett and DeHart has missed a couple of those drives. That's what he needs to start making, start putting the pressure on from that third. Garnett needs to try to pull Long out a little bit wider, force him into a bad position, speed up.
Brendan Long will look to extend this 5-point lead.
11-6.
Neither team has made it past the semifinal round in any of the events. Both looking to do it for the first time in San Clemente. Oh, wow, West Burrows. ATP defended,
All right,
and a winner.
Typically we see the backup defense from the ATP, but Burrows takes a step forward there. Looks like
Football on the volley when he hit the ATP.
looks like they're calling Burrows on the foot fault violation when he went for that volley on the around the post. I think he stepped over it, but he may have dragged his foot through the kitchen.
Okay, Miami is challenging the football call.
We don't have a replay to look at.
What am I doing?
Freaking bird pooped on the on this monitor.
Thank you for sharing that with the rest of us, Chad.
I forgot my microphone was on at that point, actually. I was too busy wiping the poop off my finger.
We've gone rogue. This train is off the tracks. Don't worry. We're still challenging the foot fault of West Burrows, and Chad's going to square away the bird poop. We'll be fine. It's going to be okay. So, style points for that ATP defended. I don't know if I saw a foot fault, but we would love to have another
I think it,
look
if
at this
anything,
one.
it may have been the left foot. Looks like they.
Okay, after video review, the call is confirmed, or was a football.
Okay, call confirmed.
Chicago started at 7-11.
Was a foot fault, despite the incredible effort from West Burrows.
Let's go right here. Time in. 7-11. Yeah, come on.
Good 1-2 combination there from Garnett. Speed up on the backhand side, knowing that
8-11.
counter was going to come back onto the forehand.
Oh, big swing from Ryler DeHart. Tough bounce off the tape.
Yeah, big pickup from Garnett in the middle of the point right there. Takes it off his shoelaces.
So tough. And the ball just catches the tape last minute. Firefight, and perhaps one of the better points of the game. Huge rally here for Chicago.
Yeah, Sly's coming out a lot more aggressive after the end change. Starting to move that ball around a little bit more.
Ooh, into the net for Brendan Long. Tie game here on championship court. Or grandstand, I should say. They have not moved off of 11 since the end change for Miami. That's a tough run to give up.
Yeah, and it gets a little disheartening when, especially in Miami's position there, you're hitting a lot of great balls and you're putting a lot of pressure on, a lot of power behind them, but the Slice are getting everything back right now.
Go. Stay. Go.
Oh, what a find for Connor Garnett. Two-handed backhand flick right down the line.
Yeah, Garnett's been going into the body of Burrows there. That's why you saw him slide to the right to try to clear that backhand. Wasn't expecting the down the line, but a good hold on the paddle there for Garnett. And a big-time momentum swing for Chicago Slice. I think this is a situation for Miami where they have to anticipate that DeHart's going to drive, Garnett's going to crash hard behind and start applying that pressure early. For Long and Burrows need to kind of spread the Slice back out wider, slow it down just a little bit, so then you can get that opportunity of a pop-up or a dead dink where you can start the firefight. Right now the Slice taking it to Miami and starting those firefights.
Time in. 13-11.
Oh my goodness, and Miami just imploding since the end change. They had everything sorted out.
13-11.
Could wind or any of the court stuff be a factor?
I think it's just
Ryler DeHart playing out of his mind, a man on a mission.
It's that right there. The Slice are putting the pressure on, and every swing they're right on it.
15-11.
Former national champion for the University of Illinois, Ryler DeHart. Also played pro for a couple of years. Ooh, finally missed. So Miami gets a much needed break and a crucial time for them to spur a run.
15.
Miami slowed the game down a little bit now. This is where they need to get to try to slow down or neutralize that.
Connor Garnett flying through the middle.
Yeah, if Miami can't neutralize that aggression coming out of the Slice right there, it's going to be very difficult for them. Good speed up again there from Garnett.
Played Division I tennis at Santa Clara University, Connor Garnett. Oh my, too much to handle. The firefight and pace at the kitchen from DeHart and Garnett, first class.
Burrows gets caught on his heels there. Excellent ball from Garnett.
That's a good play from Wes Burrows. Desperate for points now. Miami trails by 3.
Yeah, that's all about the spot right there. And if Miami is going to be aggressive, they have to pick better spots. They're not going to hit through Garnett and DeHart.
Great drive, Wes. 15-17.
Just long for Brendan Long. He's frustrated with that miss.
Well, he was sitting on it, but you saw his weight go back over his heels, so it flattens out that swing.
Oh, yeah, I hate to see him miss that shot. That is so tough.
But that's all about the defense of DeHart and Garnett right there. Again, when you're getting every ball back, it forces your opponents to try to go bigger. Burrows goes big and straight into the net.
Ooh, into the net for Ryler DeHart. Miami still very much alive in this quarterfinal match. Oh no. Top of the tape miss at the kitchen and then a missed serve. How do you rally from that, chat?
That's a tough one right there, especially when you're giving up 3 points in rally scoring.
Game point for Chicago, just long for Connor Garnett. So Chicago frozen on 20. They can only win on their serve. Miami still on rally scoring until they get to 18. Brendan Long back to serve to Garnett.
You!
What?
Bounce.
Oh my
in.
goodness. Oh, what a point! Point of the match so far, and it was a must-win situation for Miami.
That's a heartbreaker for DeHart right there. Misses the sitter forehand after a couple of fantastic digs.
So Wes Burrows missed his last serve. He'll step back.
18-20.
They're on the freeze now as well. 18-20. Traditional scoring, both sides. Oh, into the net goes Connor Garnett. Here come Miami.
See that back end, Connor.
Down by 1. Brendan Long back to serve. Ryler DeHart puts an end to any hope for Miami for now. Now with a chance to close in on game 2. Ryler DeHart back to serve. Connor Garnett closes game 2 on a beautiful ATP. How about this finish?
Yeah, just lets it develop.
Wow. A flashy end for the Chicago Slice, looking to clinch their spot not only in the semis here in San Clemente, but in the super final on Monday night. They're one step closer. Now we move to mixed doubles. Chad mentioned at the top, Miami won the toss, so this is big for them. They chose to react when it came to this point in mixed doubles, so Chicago will lay their hand first. Miami will react to that.
I mean, I'm going to pick it right now. It'll probably be, I think it might be Garnett and Barr, or, well, it's Barr for sure. Yeah, it looks like Garnett and Barr for Chicago Slice going up against Burrows and Trong for Miami.
So, everything on the line for Miami here. Mixed doubles, both teams must win to have a chance to force a dream breaker and punch their ticket through to the semis against the Bay Area Breakers, who have already clinched a spot in Monday night's super final.
I will say this, if we get to a dream breaker, it'll be an interesting matchup here between AB's shaking her head at me right now. She doesn't want to see a dream breaker. I kind of want to see a dream breaker, AB. I like the dream breakers. Adds a little bit more excitement to it. But yeah, it'll be an interesting matchup between the Slice and Miami and a dream breaker.
Warming up, Susanna Barr and Connor Garnett. You had a suspicion that's what they would go with first, and it appears that Alex Strong and Wes Burrows will be the team they're matching up with. What do you think about this combination? And what should the strategy be for both Miami and then Chicago, starting with Miami?
Yeah, I like the matchup here for Miami with Burrows and Trong. The key to it is going to be trying to go into the body of Susanna Barr. If you give her any space or try to go through the middle and give her that backhand, she's going to punish you on there. Garnett, it's the same thing. If you go out a little too wide, he's going to hit that two-hand backhand speed up. And then the partnership of Garnett and Barr, I think Ackerman potentially a little bit stronger left side player than Barr is. Barr is fantastic on the right. So having that, you've got the hard as the lefty that's going to put Ackerman on the left.
Game 3, time in, 0-0.
First serve underway, Susanna Barr to Alex Trong. Miami in a must-win situation here. All the pressure on their side.
1-0.
The Slice with a 2-game series lead.
Good spot there from Trong. Pulls Barr out wide and then goes back through the middle, jams her up.
1-1.
A tough ball to try to take out of the air and roll there from Barr. She's fully extended. See it come straight across the ball. But Burrows can't miss those step-in drives.
2-2.
Good job there from Burrows, getting them back into the point.
3-2.
Sean getting just a little too big with the swings. That movement by Burrows throws off Trong there. Starts to move, but then stops.
Couple pop-ups, well taken care of by Connor Garnett.
Yeah, that's an excellent setup by Barr there, taking that ball out of the air, pulling Trong out wide.
Miami takes the point there. Update over on Championship Court, the other quarterfinal matchup taking place between the Arizona Drive and DC Pickleball team. We're tied at 1 game apiece, Chad. So you wanted a dream breaker. If this one doesn't go to a dream breaker, you can still walk over to Championship Court
and check it out
and get your fix. Okay? Hopefully you don't trip and fall on your way there, you know?
Got to run up the hill a little bit.
Athleticism. Just kidding. Things looking good here, though, for the Chicago Slice with a 2-point advantage and a 2-game advantage on Miami. Big attack from Barr. She gets a little kiss off the tape. She'll take it.
Yeah, and unlike the pool play, this match will end as soon as one of the teams clinch, which right now is on the paddle of the Slice. So if they clinch at 3-0, we'll end it right there.
Big put away for West Burrows. Miami, a desperate team right now.
5-7.
Yeah, I like that aggression there from Burrows. Barr fought off a couple of tough balls. And he tries to do just a little too much on that last forehand.
Oh, just inside the corner. Miami keeping this a 1-point game.
Tip of the paddle roll right there from Burrows. Catching that one off the end helped him out. Didn't have as much pace, but had a lot of spin.
Got it.
You.
Good ball movement there from Miami. Nice aggressive backhand dink from Burrows.
Great hands from Wes Burrows. Seen that a time or two here on Grandstand. Alex Trong with the serve to Barr. That's a big put away for Connor Garnett. You can't pop up this kind of shot to him.
Yeah, and that's a tough one. Burrows trying to come up and put pressure on, anticipating that Chong's going to hit a good drop, but floats on her a little bit.
Watch it.
Yours.
That one getting just a little too elevated there from Garnett. Not able to get on top of it.
Oh, Chong goes for it, just misses, pulls up short.
10-9.
Alex Strong at the kitchen. Couple of
10-10.
big two-handed backhands. Tape shot catches Wes Burrows off guard, understandably so. Chicago, first team to 11. What are you liking so far about this mixed doubles match as we watch the end change?
Yeah, I mean it was a good comeback here from Miami, putting themselves back or even, and then now within one. Burrows has been applying the pressure extremely well. However, it is tough to put yourself consistently in that situation. You catch a ball a little bit late when you're trying to be as aggressive. For Garnett and Barr, couple of errors here and there, but they've weathered the storm from Miami pretty well. And get back to moving that ball around. Anticipate that Trong and Burrows are going to crash hard, get that ball to the feet.
I'm in. 11-10.
Into the net for Wes Burrows.
Yeah, I think the wind kind of assisted in that one. It kept blowing that ball away from Burrows.
Chicago separates by 2. Wes Burrows taking over.
Yeah, a lot of power behind both those shots right there from Burrows.
Originally from Costa Mesa, California. Home match for Burrows.
And Trong can't miss that ball there. Not a whole lot of pressure on it, just cuts the swing off a little bit.
Wow, Connor Garnett, cross-court winner. Biggest lead so far of the game for the Slice. Midway through this game, Miami, all the pressure on their side.
Yeah, Chong's been catching those last couple of balls a little late.
15-11.
See it there, almost level with her knee. Pops that ball up.
12-15.
Good move by Garnett, good spot.
16-12.
How about that swinging finish at the feet of Susanna Barr? Wes Burrows coming up clutch again.
Yeah, perfect execution of that speed up there from Burrows. Closed his body off like he was going to go cross court and quick flick into the body of Barr.
Wow, Alex Strong had such good defense. What finishing touch from the Chicago Slice, going toe-to-toe against Connor Garnett. Susanna Barr just steps in to finish up what Garnett started. Missed that time. Serve and point back on the side of Miami. Down 3, need points.
17.
Ooh, that serve is back. Not timely. Never is, but especially now. Chicago 3 away from clinching.
And give it straight back.
Point 15.
Wes Burrows, former Division I tennis player, back to serve.
Yours. Mine.
How about that swing for Alex Strong, the 18-year-old sensation. She's hanging right in these firefights at the kitchen.
Strong sitting all over that backhand.
Oh, Susanna Barr saying, not today, Wes Burrows. You love to hear it.
Well, she made the adjustment from the last couple of times Burrows had gotten her, so.
Right back for the Miami Pickleball Club. Tightly contested game and match here on grandstand court. Susanna Barr coming through clutch.
Yeah,
match point.
That's not a good spot from Trong there. Driving cross court as Burrows trying to crash.
Susanna Barr could clinch a spot in Monday night's super final and a spot in the semis. And they will. The Chicago Slice sweep the Miami Pickleball Club. How were they able to maintain control of this entire match?
I mean, excellent job from Miami keeping this one close. They were behind early, brought it back even, but the Slice just turned it on right when they needed to. A couple of popped up balls from Trong and a good adjustment from Barr on some of those speed ups. And then obviously the big finish from Garnett there. So strong on the backhand side.
So we will continue on with this match and play a... No, we will not.
We're done.
We're done, you're right, because we're in the quarterfinal round. Excuse me. That is a perfect 3-0 sweep over the Miami Pickleball Club, and on to the semis. Go the Chicago Slice. They will square off against a tough Bay Area Breaker team who is cleaned up in this challenger level.
Well, one benefit here for the Slice is that they're playing Bay Area again on Monday. So you're getting, if they come through, and yes, Bay Area has been clean the whole way through, tough to beat, but at least you get you a little bit of adjustment and some revenge on Monday going out in that super final.
That semifinal matchup will take place later on this afternoon, but coming up next here on Grandstand, it's the California BLQK Bears taking on the ATX Pickleballers. Chad will be on the call, bringing you all the action. So that's a wrap for us on this match. Thanks everybody for watching. Keep it locked on right here. Major League Pickleball will continue to bring the action and the fire from both championship and grandstand court. And we have you covered from all angles. Head on over to MajorLeaguePickleball.net. Watch whatever angle, whatever court you want. We've got 4 of them streaming. Take your pick. We'll be back with more action here on Grandstand in less than 45 minutes.